fucking generation gap right here.
Generation, shut the fuck up so I can do my intro, motherfuckers. August 6th, 1945. August 9th, 1945. Japan fucked around and found out. And so today we are honoring that. This episode was pre-recorded to be released on the anniversary of us bending over Japan and sticking it straight in that ass with no lube. When we dropped the second nuke on Nagasaki. That's what this is all about. America, about being strong, showing strength, and when your enemy shows no sign of surrender, you fuck them so hard their fucking kids feel it. And I mean that because those people had so much damage to their DNA, their children were born fucked up, you know? And now, look at the porn coming out of Japan. It's horrible. It all looks like rape. It's not good. And that's what happens when you fuck with America. We destroy two of your fucking cities and then make you feel the repercussions for fucking decades afterward. And not only that, but we fucking make it so your people don't even want to reproduce. You make weird porn. And you guys giggle like fucking... You made manga. Have you guys seen anime and manga?
You're goddamn right I have.
Oh my god, it's fucking
goddamn right
atrocious. If Harry Truman had any sense, he would have dropped the third one after they surrendered or before they had a chance to, and hopefully... I mean, maybe it would have made it worse. I don't know. Maybe we just fucked them so hard. It was like that kid who was such a sweet young child when they were born, but then their uncle just fucked them so many goddamn times. They just grew up to be a whore. And that's what happened in Japan? I'm Tommy. Welcome to my house of comedy. John Connor could not make it today. Unfortunately... He was assaulted by Japanese people in the street buying sushi from a QT gas station. And that's why I have so much animosity towards those dirty Japs today. But they started it. And we finished it with a nuke on fucking Nagasaki. Take that, you fuckers. I think your women are beautiful. I am joined with my co-host,
Avery Cozy, a.k.a. Black Stallion, a.k.a. Black Magic, a.k.a. Dark Knight Rises Again, a.k.a. Yeah, that's about it.
Is your penis significantly blacker than the rest of you? I just wonder because white people, their dicks are normally darker than their actual skin, which is weird because their dicks never get a tan.
Well,
He's not wrong.
Listen, with what I'm packing, if I pull it out right now, this whole room will get dark.
Don't pull it out. You don't need to embarrass the two of us. We know you're winning. It's all good. We don't need to make this a competition. We don't need to make this competition. I'm just wondering if that skin is a slightly darker shade than the rest.
That's all I'm saying.
And we are also joined again by our great friend, a comedian, Ian Estrada. Ian, go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what people should know.
I'm Ian, and guess what? I'm just happy for a participation trophy when it comes to that. I don't need to have the biggest trophy, but a participation trophy is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I never had a big dick, so I learned how to eat pussy very well. If I had a big dick, I wouldn't have girls.
Hey, that's the alternate.
I wouldn't have girls say, "Hey, that's the best head I've ever got," you know? And I get that from girls now. I wouldn't get, like, yeah, sure, I would get that was the best dick I ever got. And I've never gotten that before, but who needs it when you got the best head?
Agreed.
I mean, that is an alternate. If you don't got good dick, then you best serve the pussy.
Right.
Some way or another.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how quick you come or how big your dick is, as long as you can make her come twice while you're eating her out before you fuck her, you know? There's no disappointment if you stick your dick in and just come immediately, because she's already done. Twice.
She's drained. She's dripping.
She's dripping. She's dripping. So today, as I said, John Connor is not here because he got beat up outside of a QT gas station by 7 small cheerleaders who he said a racial slur to, which was weird because none of them were Asian. But because of that, we can't use OBS, meaning I can't pull anything up on the screen. And also, I'm producing, which you guys know goes well. And we got stories, stuff like that. We're gonna start with this story that you guys can't see, but I can, and so can they. And they're reading it right now for the first time. Ian has read it twice because he does not understand why Filipino and white privilege are in the same sentence. He's not white, by the way. He's Jewish. They don't count.
I'm also Colombian, so I mean...
So he's definitely not white. He is not white at all. So our first story is by the Daily Mail, written by Amanda Prestigiacoma. Can you pronounce that better, Senor Jew?
Prestigiacamo.
He might have done that worse than me, but I can't tell because I'm retarded.
Prestigiacamo.
He probably did that better than us, but you'll disagree because all of our viewers are racist.
Prestigiacamo. Yep.
So the story, the headline is Filipino woman flashed white privilege card after she was pulled over. The officers were then investigated. I didn't read the story. I skimmed it. But then you got a basic sign of a bunch of white bitches, and one of them's holding a sign that said white privilege is the problem, even though she's white and she sat next to me the whole goddamn slave era.
Like, aren't you, like, sitting in the same jacuzzi as the others?
The exact same one.
I mean, she's ginger too, so that's extra white.
That is like... I have no respect for white women who protest white privilege as if they weren't
It's like, how would he
buying slaves, as if my great grandpa didn't send her to the market to pick up 2 new slaves for the family.
And they were sucking the dick that chose the slaves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You were there.
You handpicked them, and then she tried to fuck them behind their back, and then once they got caught, she fucking covers up and like, hey, it was all his idea.
Look, it's
when they obviously snuck, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Women are whores.
They're horrible.
Yes, that's what I was saying. I said they were horrible, not whores. Anyway, no, but it's this. No, that's you're covering for me. Thank you, I appreciate that. Trying to keep me out of trouble. I don't have Connor here to change the subject when I call all women whores. But I fucking need him. Like, you better get out of jail quick, dude. Anyway, whores. I forgot what I was going to say about all women being whores. I don't think
whores, just how they're
No, I think when it comes to... Oh, no, that's now I remember. I always say this on here. I brought it up a couple times. I don't like to victim blame or anything. But Harvey Weinstein, okay? He was like, if you want this position, we're going to do some stuff. If the first woman was like, no, thank you, fucked off and told some people about it, and then the next women did the same, and it just kept going, by the 5th woman, they would have fired that guy. But every woman thought the same thing. They thought, well, if I don't do this, the next one will, so I'm gonna do it. And then 15 years later, after a fucking fruitful career, you suddenly are like, he raped me too. No. He didn't rape you. He fucking propositioned you and you accepted, you whore.
He touched me too. No.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he touched a lot of women, but I'm pretty sure every one of them actually agreed to it. Now, whether or not there was some coercion on the table of like, if you don't, you won't get this part, sure. But if I walked into an office and they're like, look, we will give you $100 million for your podcast. All you have to do is eat out Betty White's corpse. I would be like,
deal.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. I would do it. I'd do it for sure. No. And that's why I feel for those whores. I whore myself out too.
No, I don't even need the money for Betty White.
But that's
anything.
Jesus Christ, dude. She's not even Jewish. Your mother would be so disappointed.
She'd be proud. She loves Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend.
Travel back again. You're a friend. Copyright. Stop it. But, I don't know, dude. Can one of you guys fucking read that?
Whom among us has never tried to talk our way out of...
Into your mic.
Sorry. Whom among us has never tried to talk our way out of a ticket? One woman was apparently successful after flashing a white privilege card and having a laugh with officers.
Seems reasonable.
Wow. Well, why am I not surprised? White women do that. But...
She's not white.
Oh, she's not?
She's Filipino.
Yep, she is Filipino, not white. That
So
is
why
why
is she
this is
laughing with-
such a load of shit that these cops are getting in trouble for it.
Okay.
That's why I'm so upset about this story. Like, if one person should be able to get away with pulling a white privilege card, it should be some Filipino bitch. Like, they're literally Asian and Mexican. That's what Filipino is. The Spaniards went over to the
And
Philippines.
Kanye. He gets away with it. Kanye.
Well, Kanye's the fucking man. That's why. Like, Kanye could roll into this house, break all my equipment, and I would be like, "Thanks, bro."
I would toast to the douchebags. Toast to the assholes.
Specifically, look, Kanye.
Every single one that I know.
First off, I'd snatch the pantyhose.
If I had a 17-year-old daughter and R. Kelly was fucking her, I'd look the other way.
What about peeing?
I'd look the other way. That man's a genius. He wrote "Trapped in the Closet."
Okay.
I guess that's all you have to do is just write
it.
a.
In that closet.
You just have to be a genius.
You just gotta write a good song, and then people will be like, "Oh,
It's not about a good song. It wasn't a good song. It was
It's
it
a
was
great
it was
song
it was
in his
it was
in
an
his
urban opera, bro. It was like Romeo and Juliet with the hood.
I'm more of a Hamilton guy, but that's just me.
I connected to it deep down in my core.
I'm more of a singing in the rain kind of guy, but that's just me.
Sega to the Raid, that is the gayest thing I've heard today. Tell me more about that.
I'm more of a Sound of Music kind of guy, but that's just me.
I saw this funny parody with that one, the Sound of Music. She was running in the field, but she had Uzis, so she was like spinning around.
There's like a few memes.
Yeah. Isn't that what I said? Didn't I say a meme, or did I say what did I? I thought I said I saw a meme.
You saw an edit.
Did I say an edit? Well, I'm high.
Yeah, he must be. Cause
very fucking high.
He said, "I seen this edit."
Did I really say an edit? Holy fuck! I need to drink more coffee, dude. These DS9 cookies. He told me it was sativa, and it was very heady. But like, when I say heady, I mean like it gives me a head rush. But like, he meant heady as in it's going to confuse me the whole fucking day.
Just imagine.
I feel like I'm floundering without Connor, dude. I miss him. Connor!
I'm sorry we're not enough. But
you're more than enough. You made it a whole fucking 13 minutes, dude. Do you have to go?
I'm like kind of pressed with time.
You're pushing it, huh?
Yeah.
You're pushing it.
We're gonna take a pause to say goodbye, and then maybe we'll be back with some random homeless person that I find on the street. We'll see. Back with Tyrannical House of Comedy. There's gonna be some music playing in the background, but I am drunk and high and full. We don't have any other guests.
I'm feeling the exact same way. So that's that. And yeah, our other guest had to leave, but don't you worry.
He had to volunteer for a Catholic youth event, which is really weird because he's Jewish. He did lick his lips when he said it was all girls, so at least he's not gay. But
that's one episode.
Yeah, so it's going good. As you can hear, we're partying. We're listening to some music. I'm just gonna change the music every 30 seconds so we don't hit copyright infringement. and you guys are gonna hear the first 30 seconds. God damn it, your TV sucks so many dicks, bro.
It's okay. I'll give him a shot.
Oh, so this is one. Here we go. Now I can turn to shut the fuck up. And thank you everyone for watching this. If you are unimpressed by this, you should go back to the last episode because it was really, really good. Featuring Ian, and he didn't have to leave after 12 minutes. He told us he had from 1:30 to 5, and then he shows up at 1:55, and then at like 2:45 he's like, I've got till 3. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll start now. Hadn't even done a mic check, and he's like, hey, I got 4 minutes left, sorry. But he'll be back. I love him. He's a good guy. So I don't know if you guys know, but there was Alex Jones, who was my hero. He at some point, the Sandy Hook shootings happened, and he was like, "Hey, is that the channel? Is it the volume? Oh, there it is. It's not." Oh, there we go. Okay. But so when Sandy Hook was happening, he got really drunk and he was like, it's all a false flag and the kids didn't really die. The parents got paid to sell their kids to pedophiles. He accused the families of the dead children that were killed at the Sandy Hook shooting of taking money to traffic their children to government pedophiles. Like
how does that work?
Well, they do that. Like the Clintons do get little children and then they fuck them and then they get them killed and then they eat their adrenaline glands. Like the Clintons, that's what they do. Like Epstein proved that. Like Epstein, he was the pedophile king. Like Ghislaine Maxwell got convicted of trafficking children to high-powered officials, though they never showed us the list, and they didn't tell us who, but,
of course,
we knew the Clintons were one of the people on that island, and I just really like this, because this is just a little clip from because the families that he accused that of are suing him for defamation. Because if you say, like, if my kid died and you were to come and be like, hey, you sold your kids to pedophiles, this didn't really happen, and my kid really died, I'd be kind of upset, you know what I mean? So these guys were upset, reasonably. Understandably they were upset, so they did this trial. But this is a really good quote by this is what's happening in the trial, and I just love how he can turn the horrible thing he said around.
Your allegation that government officials are aiding in pedophilia, child trafficking, and the grooming of children, right?
You mean like what Jeffrey Epstein did with the Clintons?
So the prosecutor said that he accused him of aiding government child pedophiles, and then Alex Jones is like, innocently, he did it very innocently and coyly. He was like, what, you mean like what Jeffrey Epstein did with the Clintons? And then it's obviously an edited video, so it suddenly started playing Snoop Dogg, and then Thug Life flipped on, and glasses. Oh wait, shit, this probably isn't actually recording right now.
I thought it was.
Oh no, it's still going. Wow, no. Every other time it went to full screen, it just wouldn't record. It just stopped. It would just stop, but it kept recording. But yeah,
You're good.
So that's good. I'm really happy about that. So this is the next one. So CNN, or well, I guess we could comment more on that. So Alex Jones, he said some crazy shit about the Sandy Hook thing, but that was after Jeffrey Epstein had just gotten arrested for child trafficking. And then they came out with the flight log got leaked, and we found out the Clintons were on Jeffrey Epstein's playing, the Hankses, many times, multiple times. Like Clinton was on there over 26 times, and and it's called his plane's called the Lolita Express. Lolita means fucking little children. Lolita means like small. Look, Connor, look up the definition for Lolita.
Yeah, go ahead. No.
God damn it, dude! Fucking worst producer I've ever had.
This fucking guy.
So yeah, but he had the Lolita Express. I look, if you guys are missing context here, what you need to do is you need to go back to my first podcast and listen from there on. And at some point, I will talk about Jeffrey Epstein and bring up real.
Didn't he have a lot of people linked to that?
Oh, so many. No, he was literally like the government covered for him because he would like I don't know how he convinced all these people. He was just really into tech people. He loved tech people. And then he would get them on his plane and take them to his island. And he would be like, look at this super sexy chick. Do you want to fuck her? She wants to fuck you. And he'd be like, oh, hell yeah. Like Bill Gates would be like, oh, my wife wouldn't like it, but I guess I'll do it. And then he would fuck this super hot fucking blonde bombshell of a model. You know what I mean? And then the next day, Jeffrey Epstein would be like, hey, I had a secret camera in the room. That girl's actually only 16. And do you want to do what I say, or do you want to go to prison? And that's what he would do. He would do that to all types of government officials and everyone. He would do that to celebrities, government officials, all that shit. He might have shit on Trump. Trump was on the flight logs at least once. I don't know if it was more than that. I know he was on there. I don't know how many times, but Bill Gates was on there like tens to 20s of times.
Chris Tucker?
I don't know if he was on there. We only know like a small amount of people got leaked out, but there was a lot more people, and they won't release Ghislaine Maxwell's.
Say that again?
Ghislaine Maxwell. She's the daughter of a French piece of shit. A French faggot. She's the daughter of a French faggot.
You're listen.
Maxwell.
You're never gonna make it on SNL, man.
Dude, look. Let me tell you something. They're gonna change their ways, and they're going to beg. One day they're gonna beg for me. One day SNL is going to beg for me, dude, and then I'll be like, okay, I got you. And then right before the day I'll be starting, they will see this podcast and they will fire the fuck out of me.
They'll probably fire me too, because
that would be super great if we got hired together on SNL. Like, it was just floundering and dying. Like, we need you to. You're the funniest. No one knows about you, and you're fucking funny. And we're like, hell yeah.
We'd be the bad boys of SNL.
And then we get on there, and everyone loves us. And then like, you know, because how internet trolls work, they dig up this episode and like everyone before it,
like
and after
Tyranthouseco, can it? They're like, comedy, can it go too far? Tyranthouseco
does not. We are not flat earthers. We do not believe there is an edge you can fall off of. We believe in a spherical planet, meaning there's no such thing as going too far, because you know what happens if you go too far? You don't fall off the edge. You keep going. You know what happens when you walk too far east? No, sorry.
What happens?
I meant to say, hang on, ask me again in 1 second. What happens if you walk too far north?
My turn?
Yeah.
What happens if you walk too far north?
You're going south. It doesn't work from west to east. You're just still going west if you just keep going, you know?
It's going in a big circle.
Yeah. But north to south it works, which is weird about... We gotta get some mushrooms, dude.
I'm down to get some. I just don't know anyone out here that has them. Otherwise, I'd be tripping right now.
I mean, how nearby is your landlord? Does he show up ever?
Not the landlord, but like the viewers. Like they
viewers? What, he's trying to sell this place? In this economy?
I guess so.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. What are you gonna do then?
Well, right now I'm trying to get some money so I can move out, so I can get my own stuff happening, and that's why I'm really trying to go hard at this comedy.
I think we need to come up with our own thing. Like, because I've always thought about like putting an ad out there for like, you're +1 at parties. Because you're an awkward person, and I will make it way more awkward. But we could just be like a destructive force at parties. Like we need to figure out how we advertise ourselves. But like lonely people who like, hey man, come to my wedding. You know, if you want, you can bring some friends. And it's like, I don't have any friends. It's like, we'll do that. Or like, your mom's like, please come and see the family, and you hate your family so much you want to bring people that are going to make it very awkward, and we could do that.
Okay.
So we're like
I'm down
we
for that.
pretend to be your friends, and we just say crazy things. So the whole time it's just like us going up to people like, hey, how you doing? Oh, what's up with these elections? And they're like, I love Biden. And you're like, oh, so you like fucking dead people, eh? You know, like,
You like to sniff little kids' hairs too, huh?
oh, yeah, all right. Pedophilia. Me too.
Nice.
Nice.
Ace in the hole.
You like kids on your lap? Yeah, dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something like there has to be a market. We'll shoot it for Scottsdale. We'll pretend like we're in Scottsdale. Like, you know? Scottsdale, Paradise Valley. We can get rich kids with trust funds to hire us to come to their birthday party. Like, you know, because they don't have friends because they're pieces of shit and no one likes them, including their family.
Hey, that's a good check for us.
Oh,
That
big
is
check.
a
Because,
big check.
because not only do they have no friends, but their family hates them. So they're like, I'll give you $20,000 to ruin my grandma's birthday party. Bet.
On it. When and where and what time and where do we park?
Hey, you guys got any liquor here? No, Bill has been sober for 12 years. We try and respect it. Well, good thing I brought a flask. Yeah. Hey, Bill, whiskey? God,
You're like, drink up, Bill. He's just like,
you know, we need to get some AA coins.
What?
AA, they have special coins. It's like this thick coin, and it'll say the 1 year ones, they're like, it's like thick real metal, like made out of nickel and stuff, but it says like 1 year of sobriety or 2 or 3 up to whatever.
okay.
So we get a bunch of those, and then like in case we're ever doing that, we're at a party, and we're like, hey, you want a shot? And they're like, oh, no, I've been sober for 25 years. And we're like, well, I just so happen to have a 25-year coin right here. And we bounce it into a shot glass full of whiskey and like, oh, I guess it's over. That's like, fuck your sobriety, dude. Not ruin your life, bro.
Dude.
Make your wife leave you. Like, oh, so much for that happy marriage. That's what you get for marrying a woman who's also in AA. Fucking boring.
Like, you knew what you were
ass.
getting into.
Dude, I would even if I went full sober, like I didn't smoke weed or drink anymore, and I still did comedy, I would never marry a woman like that. I'd marry a woman the opposite. In case I wanted to lean back into it, I would have someone to support me. I'd have someone to support me. Like, it was nice when you were sober, but this is nice too.
I feel that.
You know.
I feel that, yeah.
I mean, anyone who's like upset that I still drink, I always
Can go fuck themselves.
no, for real. I just direct them
He said
towards
for
my.
real.
I direct them towards my crack days, and say, well, how about that? I won't describe that fully here, but let's just say, if you left the room and your purse was there, I took all your money.
Damn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Which I don't do that when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, if you leave your purse in the room and there's like a shady Mexican in the room, I'll watch him the whole time so he doesn't steal from it. Because that's what I do. I'm a good guy. I don't let Mexicans steal from purses. That's just...
No bueno.
As people.
Huh?
I said that's just what we Dude, don't let that go through the microphone.
Huh?
Don't ruin my production quality, bro.
Oh, I'm not. Trust me.
I know you haven't. I know you're not. It's already ruined. I have a camera that says 4K on it that won't record past 720p.
Oh, shit.
The only way it could ruin my production quality would be by, like, breaking my computer. Alright.
I'd fucking go ape shit on that computer, bro.
My computer's a piece of shit. That's why we can't pull up Alex Jones talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, dude. Where'd my mouse, my mice go? Oh, there it is.
It dropped. It dropped like a gazillion times. I'm surprised it still works.
Like a what?
Oh, it dropped from there a lot of times.
Oh, a gazillion. You said a gazillion. Sorry, I didn't realize you were 12.
You know what? Easy. That's strike 2.
Strike fucking.
That's strike 2. So just keep that registered. But so.
You mean whip 2? Alright,
Let's cut the camera. Cut the.
We're gonna take. And we're back! So the other thing was this interview that CNN did.
I would suggest to you, Michael,
Okay,
that
shut
you
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So CNN did an interview with Roger Waters, who is the co-founder of Pink Floyd, along with what the fuck was his name? He oh god, I'll get back to it. But anyway, Roger Waters, the co-founder of Pink Floyd, had some stuff to say.
Well, it's fueling the fire in the Ukraine for a start. That is a huge crime. Why won't the United States of America encourage Zelensky, the president, to negotiate, obviating the need for this horrendous war that's killing? We don't know that many Ukrainians. But you're bringing the party that got invaded. Come on, you've got it reversed. No, that's, you know, any war, when did it start?
Roger Waters is the British guy. He's making a lot of sense. I just have to say, Anthony Smirkanish has these glasses that are they're thick rimmed, but they're clear thick rimmed. And I have never found a better reason to call a straight person a faggot than with those glasses he's wearing.
The other guy?
The other guy, yeah, Anthony Smirkanish. This fag.
I need to see
Here,
him.
that one. Look at those. He's wearing thick rimmed glasses
Whoa.
that are clear. But it's obvious you're wearing glasses. Like, you're just, like, trying to be a hipster faggot at this point.
What are those Gloria Vanderbilt collections?
Those are I Fuck Kid collection. But Roger Waters was saying this. Let's go back to them. Let's talk.
2008, okay, it's this war is basically about the action and reaction of NATO pushing right up to the Russian border, which they promised they wouldn't do when Gorbachev negotiated the withdrawal of the USSR from the whole of Eastern Europe. When you say this, then I have to say, what about our role as liberators? You of all people, we have no role as liberators. World War II? World War II? You got into World War II because Come on. Pearl Harbor, you were completely isolationist until that's sad. That devastated.
I would argue we were always going to get in, and that pushed us in. But thank God the United States got in. Right? You lost your father in World War II. Thank God the United States.
Thank God the Russians had already won the bloody war almost by then. Don't forget, 23 million Russians died protecting you and me from the Nazi menace.
Hey, and you would think the Russians would have learned their lesson from war and wouldn't have invaded Ukraine.
Well, you, with all your reading, I would suggest to you, Michael, that you go away and read a bit more, and then try and figure out what the United States would do if the Chinese were putting nuclear-armed missiles into Mexico and Canada.
The Chinese are too busy encircling Taiwan as we speak. Okay?
They're not encircling Taiwan. Taiwan is part of China, and that's been absolutely accepted by the whole of the international community since 1948. And if you don't know that, you're not reading enough. Go and read about it. Okay. Well, it's few.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
He said, "Go and read about it."
Fucking
he got
Roger,
mad as hell.
bro. Roger Waters laying down the fucking facts, dude. Laying
That
down
deserved
the
the mic drop. No, that deserved the fucking glasses and the chain.
dude.
Thug
Like
life.
that. Yeah, that was the. Ba-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking DLJ.
Snoop Dogg.
No, like that. This is literally what I've been trying to say for so long about this whole Ukraine war. I'm like, hey, maybe we just fuck off and stay out of it, because, like, it's not us. Like, and then, like, I don't know. I obviously it doesn't. I'm not an expert in geopolitics. I'm a connoisseur of good whiskeys and weeds.
Obviously.
But, you know,
Really?
Euro-Asian politics are just kind of a hobby of mine.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I would say I'm a pro-weed grower and a hobbyist as far as it comes to Ukrainian Nazis or Russian commies. You know what I mean? But I just think in the whole thing that Russia was like, just like you know, the scholar Roger Waters said, who co-founded the band Pink Floyd with. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
What they said, God, it's killing me, dude. It's killing me that I can't remember. No, not Roger Waters. No, God damn it. Fucking fuck.
It's eating you alive, man.
It's fucking destroying me, dude. It's fucking up everything.
Hey, don't. This my house. I paid
know.
$15,000 for this house.
Dude, say something. Say something. My mind is just spinning about fucking.
Anyway, he's trying to figure out.
God damn.
He has his own thing going on. Let's see. Just come back to it, bro.
God damn it, dude! Alright, so obviously Roger Waters is laying down the facts and telling Michael Smirkanish what is and what isn't as far as that war. When Gorbachev laid out the deal of ending the Soviet Union and disbanding it, and then the Ukraine became its own country, the guys in the Balkan states, some other fucking gay-ass gypsy countries I don't give a fuck about, and got all their independence. Like, oh, Ukraine was the most corrupt out of all of them. It's the most corrupt out of all of them. But that's not the point. The point is the negotiation he made said that we would not extend NATO any further. And then what did we do? We extended NATO further. And then, as soon as a fucking weak president got in, aka fucking, I can't remember a goddamn thing, Joe Biden, aka my son is a crackhead in Ukraine who runs a Ukrainian energy company that I got him appointed to, that I fired the prosecutor who was investigating him, or the company he was Never mind.
He'll expose you.
Dude, fuck Hunter Biden, bro. I'm a huge fan, but fuck Hunter Biden. And fuck Joe Biden. And fuck Michael Smerconish and his fucking gay-ass glasses, dude. I wouldn't fuck his mouth if his mouth depended on it.
That's good, Tyrant.
I don't know, dude. We'll be back after these messages where I do drugs. And we're back. This has been the worst episode ever. Because Connor got beat up by 6 cheerleaders outside of a Subway for talking shit about Jared. And those cheerleaders wanted to defend his honor. Ian had to leave to go perform his cousin's circumcision. Bryce couldn't make it because he had to go to his uncle's court appearance to be a character witness. Brandon couldn't make it because unfortunately he had gotten too drunk by 8 a.m. and had to take a nap at noon. But thank God on this day, 1945, that pilot who dropped that bomb on Nagasaki didn't call out like a little bitch who wanted to be with his family. No, he did the right thing, and he killed hundreds of thousands of Japanese and disfigured their families.
Jeez.
For years afterward. Thank God he did the right thing, the American thing, and he fucked up. And he fucked up. Hang on, I gotta clear my throat with some water. And he fucked up those dirty fucking Japs.
This is your classic.
God damn it.
Drunk uncle.
Those dirty fucking Asian scum. Woo!
Oh, jeez, Rick, you really gonna calm down?
Ah, shut up. I think I drooled on the floor a little.
Thanks for that.
It's not a problem. You don't clean here anyway.
The hardwood floor needed to be watered anyway.
Hire a maid. Go get a Mexican from the Home Depot. We covered a lot today.
We did.
I think we did a lot of good, and we covered the news properly and well. Do you have any other... Well, you showing your contact list to the fucking... People can zoom in.
No,
I
was just wiping...
The internet just screenshotted, zoomed in. Your phone just got hacked. There's Pegasus software. They're going to put CP on there, dude. Do you know
it's okay.
Do you know what CP
I needed
is?
An upgrade on my phone anyway.
Do you know what CP is?
Chris Paul?
No, child porn. You can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't let the internet get your phone. They'll send child porn on there, and then they'll drop CP on there, and then fucking you can't say child porn because YouTube will be like, oh, flag. So you gotta call it CP. Like you can't call it the pandemic. You gotta call it the panty.
The panty?
The panty. Or the pandemic.
That's good to know.
Or the Demski. The Pandemski. Stuff like that. You gotta do code. You gotta do the Gen Z code. You should know this as a black Gen Zer.
Oh my god.
You're supposed to have the best lingo, dude. Like
See,
if you
just
have
said
a rating
supposed
of lingo, like if you did it by race, black's at the top. You know what I mean? And then if you did it by generation, Gen Z's at the top. So if you did black Gen Z, they're obviously going to be at the top of the lingo charts. Like based, I'm sure your people came up with based. Like I'm sure that
like the word based.
No, not the word, but like how we like. Based wasn't a word before 10 years ago. Like no one ever was like, if I said that's based, they would be like, you sprayed juices over the turkey. You know, like, but then some black Gen Zer, his homie said something about how tight Asians were, and he's like, bro, that's based as fuck. and they all just got it. And then they started using it. Based?
I never heard that.
Based, it means like based in theory. Like, that's based in theory. Like, if a white person said, like, if a nerd scientist, if I was like, E equals MC squared, he'd be like, hell yeah, bro, that's based in theory.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I don't know, dude. It's just, maybe it's white people that say based. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I know,
I'm just...
I didn't hear that.
I'm just confused.
The first time I heard someone say that part, I was like, which part? Have you heard a black person?
Oh, yeah.
You're black, so you probably
They're like, that part.
Yeah, that part. The first time I heard that, I was like talking about, so I'm like, yeah, da-da-da. And they're like, yeah, that part. I'm like, wait, which part? You need me to repeat something? They're like, no, I was just saying that part. I'm like, yeah, but what about that part? And which part? Like, no. And they had to break it down to me what they meant by that part. They were saying...
What did they say?
What they meant was that part is what I agree with, and I would like to basically, like if you were writing you're writing a paper, you'd underline it or maybe bold. You know, you want it to stick out. You're like, yeah, that part. That's the part that I really like.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely heard people say that. I use that sometimes.
I really liked it when I heard it. Like, the first time I heard it, I was like, what does that mean? And they told me, I'm like, oh, I like that. Yeah, that part. And they're like, no, you can't use it here. You can't say that part to that part. Like, you might end the world. Like, that could cause an apocalypse. For real. If someone's like, oh, that part, and I'm like, hell yeah, that part. Like, that.
Like, whoa, take it easy, man.
That's plutonium and uranium hitting each other, enriched. We're all dead. Oh, I think we're gonna have a civil war soon, or not a civil. Well, that
World
maybe.
War?
World War. It's. So we're either gonna have a world war or a civil war. If the world war breaks out, we won't have the civil war. If the civil war breaks out, we still might have the world war. But hopefully the world war breaks out first. I have high hopes with the whole Ukrainian-Russian thing. And I really should name both those burgers, dude.
Damn.
Woo! But I definitely have Putin's back on this one, as far as I think he'll do the right thing and kill all the Ukrainians. Nazis. The Ukrainian Nazis.
Correct term. I don't know.
You're welcome, Media Matters. We didn't really do any news stuff on this one anyway. I couldn't pull up any articles.
It's all good. We still got what we needed to say and stuff like that. We still got what we needed.
I don't know, dude. I think if you watched all the other episodes and were like, that was funny, I'm gonna watch their newest one, and then you smoked weed before you watched it, you would be like, what the fuck was that? That wasn't what I watched.
Maybe, but
I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I think I'm just self-conscious. I think I'm just a self-conscious comedian. I know you are, dude. That's why I was scared to just have you and me here, because I knew I'd have to
carry it.
I have to carry this shit, dude.
Yeah?
And I need people to feed me.
So you're hungry right now?
Not food. I mean,
no, I'm just saying, like, metaphorically. I'm not feeding you?
Of course not.
Okay.
Of course not. You're not. It's not your fault.
I just go along.
Not your fault. It's even like...
Finally, something is not the black guy's fault.
Look, it's not
your
fault because you're black. Like, I'm sure we could find something that's your fault because you're black. Like, don't not be ashamed of yourself for being black. Still do that. But your blackness is not the fault of this.
Okay. Okay.
I think that was the worst thing I've ever said to a black person before. That was so mean. I am so fucking sorry. That was worse than the fact that my great-great-granddad owned slaves. Honestly. To me right now, anyway. Because what he did, I don't give a fuck about. But that was horrible that I just said that.
Would you like to apologize?
I said I'm sorry. I'll say I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for that racist shit I just said to you.
What should I do, Chet
Hanks. He's talking to Chet Hanks.
What should I do? Should this be his last episode?
Yeah, why not?
Or
cancel it! I didn't say the N-word, dude. I've never said the N-word while I'm being recorded. Shut up! He's talking to me. I've said the N-word for sure.
Well, the soft A.
Soft A, yeah. Well, I mean, there was one time where it was accidental hard R.
There's no such thing. As
there is when there's black people that are like, say it, dude. 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 And I'm not. I don't say like. If it's an ER, I don't end it with an A. Like that's not normal for me. So then I say it, and they're like, "Whoa, dude, hard R," and I'm like, "What?" It happens. Sometimes you say hard R.
No, you just don't. You
say player.
Huh?
Say player.
What? I know what you're trying to do.
Say it.
Player. You want me to say like playa?
He said hard R. That's all I know.
Get the fuck.
My point is, why would I fucking say it any other way? If you're like, say this word, and
the N-word and the...
I was a writer my whole life. I was all about proper English, and you're like, say this word, say this word, say it. And I say it, and you're like, no, you can't use it with an R. It has to be with an A. And I'm like, that's not how you spell it, you stupid fucking whore. She was more angry I called her a whore.
Oh, boy. All right.
None of this happened. I want all of you to know none of this happened.
That's just...
Follow me on Instagram at Tyranthouseco. That's Tyranthouseco. No spaces. Twitter too. Don't follow me on Facebook. I just do family stuff there. Leave me alone, you fucking weird fags. You wanna...
My turn? Follow me on the Instagram, LIL, Avery James.
And he'll sell you some grams of coke.
I'm gonna start posting some stand-up clips on there soon. So you guys know really how I am. Not how I am, but so you can check more of me out. If that makes sense. Sorry, I'm really high. But yeah. Hope you all have a good
Cosby.
day. No. Shut up. Why'd you have to throw that out there?
Not the Cosby.
Who other Cosby?
Thanks for watching.